morning, friends. So, in the previous class, we completed the chapter Contract Costing. Today, we'll start with the next chapter, Labor. In the morning session and in the second session, we'll try to almost complete the labor chapter. One or two issues which is left we'll be doing in the next class and then start with another new chapter. Please. So one of the factors of production is labor. Labor is a very unique resource because human element is involved in it, and the productivity or the efficiency of the labor is very much intricately related to how you manage the human element in the workforce. Mainly there are two ways to motivate a worker to perform well. It may be non-financial rewards as well as financial. Non-financial mainly deals with recognition, and financial rewards may be in form of wages and perquisites that are offered to the workers. Stop talking. Here we are going to study for the low-level workers, those are working in the factory, how they can be motivated for good performance through proper financial rewards. So this chapter is having the 4 segments, different types of wage payment schemes. And here we will be having lot of formulas. Each one gives his own idea of how to make the wage payment to the workers. This is going to cover almost 70% of the chapter, the various wage payment schemes. Then we will discuss 3 issues. Idle time. When a worker gets wages but doesn't work, it is called as idle time. How to treat the idle time in cost accounts will be one discussion. Labor turnover is another discussion. Last examination also one problem has been asked in labor turnover. And overtime, not a very important issue, but it is also one of the issues in the labor, that is overtime premium treatment. All these issues we need to cover in this chapter, labor. A very simple and straightforward chapter, nothing great. How we discuss FM and other big costing chapters, not like that. It's very simple and easy chapter to learn and discuss, but very important also because 1 or 2 of the wage payment schemes are very regularly asked in the examination also. So now let us have a brief understanding of the chart. We'll go deep into each and every scheme with the help of a problem itself. Nothing great. We have to by heart the formula for the scheme and then do the sum. That's all. Okay. Now, first of all, workers can be paid broadly on 2 systems. Either a time rate system or a system based on performance. Very easily understandable. Time rate system means you record in the time record how many hours is spending in the factory. For so many hours, you will be paying him the wages. The rate is fixed per hour. For example, every hour is paid 80 rupees. Okay, in a day he works for 8 hours. Then how much is going to get as wages? 640 rupees. Like that, hours booked into rate per hour will be called as time rate system, one of the wage payment system. In that hours he is working, we don't worry how much he is producing. In the 8 hours he may produce 1 unit or may produce 800 units, doesn't matter. The performance does not matter. It is only the time spent that is important. That is called as a time rate system. The other system is piece rate system, or the payment made by results. Here the time you are spending is not important. The number of units you are producing is important. You don't pay per hour, you pay per unit produced. Suppose every unit produced, I am going to pay 10 rupees. How much rupees? 10 rupees. Worker A produces 10 units. Let's see how much wages? 100 rupees. Worker B produces suppose 80 units. He gets how much rupees? 800 and so on. Unit produced into the rate per unit. We call as the piece rate wages. So one is payment on time basis, another is payment by results. In this first I discuss about the piece rate system. Now tell me, payment on time basis, wages is equal to what into what? Time taken into time rate. We call as what? Time rate. Time taken into time rate. Paid on straight piece rate system. What is the formula? Units produced into piece rate. We call as what? Units produced into piece rate. Wages is 8 per unit means 8 per unit is called as piece rate. Wages is 8 per hour means that 8 per hour becomes what? Time rate. Okay, now apart from that, payment by result having so many other system. Let us by heart that chart and then start doing from question number 1 onwards each and every system. Now, payment by results, having the second branch, no. Tell me it is classified into how many categories? 4 categories. Name the 4 categories. Straight piece rate, differential piece rate, combination of time and piece rate and incentive scheme. Okay, now straight piece rate is very simple. Units produced into what? Piece rate. That's all. Now, differential piece rate is having 2 schemes. Name the 2 schemes. Taylor differential piece rate, Merrick's multiple piece rate. Combination of time and piece rate is having 3 schemes. What are 3 schemes? Gantt task bonus plan, Emerson's efficiency plan, BDOC's point system. Incentive schemes are having 4 classification. What are 4 classification? Halsey, Rowan, Halsey-Weyr and then Barth system. This is all the categories of wage payment scheme. There are other schemes and all that like scale on plan etc. which is not asked in the exam. We are not generally discussing it. Okay. These are all the various plans that are regularly being asked in the examination. In that very regularly asked is Halsey and then what? Rowan. Next comes Taylor and Merrick is also asked in number of examinations. Okay. Now, let us first summarize the various wage payment schemes. Tell me. Wage payment schemes are classified into 2 types. Remember 2 types of wage payment schemes? Time rate system, piece rate system. Piece rate, so time rate system and payment by results. Okay. Payment by results classified into 4 types. What are 4 types? Straight piece rate, differential piece rate, combination of time and piece rate, incentive schemes. Differential piece rate, second point. In question number 1, we will be discussing Taylor, Merrick and then Gantt. Okay. Now, I need not do a problem for straight time rate. A worker worked for 800 hours, paid 10 rupees per hour. What are the wages? Straight piece rate over. We need not do a problem for that. Yes or no? No.